Yeah, it's a very mysterious thing, I think. But I can go through this one with, because I have a recent specimen. I have some specimen that my scientist side can play with. So I can take my recent experience of being dehumanized the other day. Was it the other day? Was it what is it? What is today? Friday. Friday, Thursday. Yeah, I think it's the other day. I think it happened on a Wednesday. I could I could I could use my scientist eyes on this, because as much as my artistic side is very, very curious, I also have this scientist sort of side to me that's very, very curious, but in the direction of psychology and behavior of people. So I have done this in the past, and I will do it again today. So I remember speaking about this the day off. Yeah, about the salary miscalculation and all. I remember speaking about this on the day off, and I remember myself saying that I felt very calm, unusually calm, suspiciously peaceful. I remember myself saying that. And today, I realized that I was not calm at all. That's not calmness, that's not peace, that is shock. The senses don't know what to do, they are shocked. I realized that today. And maybe some expert or a doctor in psychology or psychiatry or realms of the mind may see this, and they will say that she's doing that to avoid the intensity of her emotions, or to avoid feeling the immense pain that the experience have caused. And I would like to tell them, just in case this happens to come across their, you know, I wouldn't disagree. You are correct. But, and not but, a human being does what it knows in order to survive. So, in a way, this is also a way for me to survive what I am doing. So, yeah, let's go back to the peace and the calmness that just itself as that. But I found out upon further investigation that it's not peace at all. It is shock. The system is at a loss. It feels, I was thinking about it earlier while I was eating while I was eating. I was thinking about it. I can give you an imagery of how it feels like. It feels like standing after the tsunami had passed on your life. It feels like standing on the middle of where your life was before the tsunami came in, the great big tsunami. And you're standing there and you're just looking around. You still have your body with you and all, which is You don't understand why. You don't understand why your body is still with you after all that tsunami. You're supposed to be torn into pieces, mutilated into many pieces, but then you're not. You're still in one piece. So the spirit doesn't understand this. And you're just looking around. And thinking, I survived, but where is everything? What happened? But yeah, I could go further on my own answer to my own question through the lens of science side of my brain. The body the body then, first the thing happens, yeah, the thing happens. The illusion of peace and calmness occur, which turned out to be the third stage is the realization that it was shocked. And of course, the individual here is still trying to have this strength of mind. Yeah, it's not that bad. That term. It's not that bad. It's fine. Worse things have happened. It doesn't really. No, no. It's no. It's fine. It's fine. But then the body tells a different story, slightly different story with regards to this. The body then sends some kind of sensations, messages. Because right now, and yesterday also, my body feels like a clay pot that has not hardened yet. Feels like it is still on the wheel, and it's a clay pot. It looks like a clay pot, but then the artist of this, the maker of the clay pot, realizes that he may have put too much water on the mix, because the spot that's supposed to go like this is doing like this while it's spinning. That's how my body feels like. And another thing is, I feel like time is a pond filled with porridge, and I am swimming in the middle of it. That's how time feels to me right now. Feels like this pond filled with porridge and I going through it. That's how it feels when I'm doing my chores, when I am eating, when I'm taking a shower, when I am thinking, when I am speaking. I feel myself speaking very slowly, slower than usual. And there is this demand from my body that I should just sleep. My body is demanding me to sleep. I feel very sleepy. My body just wants to sleep. The body just wants to sleep. That's how it is. So that's the body signal. That's why I know that this incident is heavier than I would like to admit. But on the sunny side of things, another thing that it does is that it sharpens the senses. Like I said also, on the day off, it feels as if my eyes can see the branches more clearly. The leaves are more sharp. The sounds are more. Everything just feels so. Everything is such in a place of elevated clarity and vibrancy. That's how the world feels. And I was in a conversation with my mother about this yesterday. And I told my mom, my favorite thing about this is the spiritual awakening that is in the package of this. It's included in the package, maybe as a compensation for the pain. The nature is kind. The nature is kind. There's always this great compensation. Because I think that it sharpens the mind. I don't know with other people. Again, like I said earlier, people handle things very differently. And I'm also aware that maybe this sharpness of mind, or the gift of wisdom, coming from the soul that didn't break when it was supposed to, is because I have managed to establish a colorful life outside of being an employee. Maybe that's why. So the thing, the traumatic event, traumatic event, kind of just, this is my colorful life outside of being an employee. Kind of just did like this. Boing, 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 boing. It didn't hit the ground. It didn't break the life because it sort of has this elasticity. Something got broken, of course. I feel like the world expanded. So something definitely got broken. If it feels like the world as I know it expanded. And also because of this thing that happened, reality feels like a very thin curtain. It only takes one strong wind to blow everything away as we know it. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting something, but I feel like I'm done speaking. I feel like I'm done. So I want to hop on the next.